Welcome to this presentation on why setbacks are good for business success. Before we begin, let's get this one thing out of the way. Do not label setbacks as failure. Look, we get it. People can talk about how many failures they've experienced before succeeding, but that's a misnomer. Failure happens when you've given up on a goal or aspiration. If something goes wrong, that's a setback, not a failure. If someone says that they failed a test, they should think of it as they didn't pass. Reframing it as a setback can be a learning experience. You can find out about what caused the setback, how did it happen, and what actions do you need to take in order to make sure you prevent something like this from happening again. So now that segues into our first point of the presentation. That is growing through resilience. It's important to know that the more setbacks you deal with, the more you grow. Facing adversity is something that happens when we achieve success. With resilience, it gives us the ability to bounce back, and we do it again and again over a period of time. There have been plenty of successful entrepreneurs that have been resilient. Steve Jobs was one of them. He saved Apple from bankruptcy in the 1990s after the company suffered a string of setbacks. Of course, you may be checking out this presentation on an iPhone, an iPad, or even a MacBook. If not for resilience on Jobs' part, it's obvious that you'd be viewing this presentation on a different device. Another reason why setbacks are good for business success is that it will help open doors to innovation and creativity. There may be standard, predictable approaches to solving a problem. Just because they've been used before and have been successful doesn't mean they are guaranteed to succeed next time. There are versions of a problem that can become more complex over time. Standard solutions might not be enough. So what happens now is that you come up with creative ideas. Something that requires thinking outside of the box. For example, Airbnb is a company that revolutionized the hospitality industry. Despite facing financial difficulties, they were renting out a guest room with an air mattress for people who were visiting the area and needed a place to crash. Thus, it gave birth to the idea known as Airbnb. Now people are staying in places that are not necessarily hotel rooms. They're crashing in spare bedrooms, whole apartments, and so on. Lastly, setbacks can help build up your character while making sure you are adapting to various changes in your business, and these changes can happen without notice. You will feel like you are ready for anything that may be headed your way. You'll have the attitude to withstand it, the determination to power through, and a mindset that says, I'm ready to look for opportunities that will help me grow. Setbacks will change a person for the better, and it will help your business become better as well. You'll learn how to be resilient, make the best decisions, and lead with a purpose. Your character will speak volumes, especially on how you treat the situations facing your business, as well as how you treat others, including people in your team, your clients, stakeholders, and so on. That will do it for this presentation. We are certain that you will find this to be quite helpful. If you have any questions or comments, please feel free to reach out to us.